Chile, traditionally one of the most stable economies in South America, was built largely on mining, particularly copper, a soft metal used in electrical wiring. However, economists have long recognised that Chile was over-dependent on what it calls red gold. Events this week in China might be proving them right.
We have failed in the diversification of our export basket because copper still represents 50% of all we export every year. And so we are very dependent on what happens with copper.
And what's happened to copper is that its global price has slumped by 20%, and China, its biggest market, wants much less of it than expected. The fear here is that if the Chinese economy is heading towards crisis, it will want even less. With less income from copper, less dollars, the price of everything has gone up, from electrical items to bread. And the government, facing vociferous demands to reform, especially the education system, has less money to implement those changes. When China sneezes, Chile catches a cold, exacerbated by its reliance on copper. One way or another, all sectors of Chilean society will be affected, but how and by how much is not yet clear. What is clear is that the current crisis is forcing the Chilean copper industry to take a good look at the way it operates. Chile cannot reduce its reliance on copper overnight, but there's hope they might extract something positive from the current turmoil.
There will be some survivors, and those are likely to be the fittest, and those are likely to be in the best position to get the next boom. And the mining industry generally is kind of used to having booms and busts all the time.
In the meantime, Chile is nervously watching and waiting to see what happens next in China. Daniel Schweimer, Jazeera, Santiago.